Tamir Zali from Clutch Points. This is for any of you guys. Last couple of days, Warriors have been talking a lot about the Rockets and looking ahead of the series. And what is that? What do you guys sort of send a message at all with this win? Don't forget about us at all.
No, that's something they should focus on. For us, our focus was to come in and extend the series to get another game on our home floor. It's their mistake for looking ahead, and so that's on them.
Mindy Bach, ABC 7 Sports. Doc had said for the first time in this series, that was us. We showed up. Why tonight? Why on the Warriors' home court?
Honestly, it was just playing our style of basketball, and we was going to live and die, whatever the results was. We've been having spurts in this series where we have played like ourselves, but, we kind of lost it. And, tonight I think we put together a full 48-minute game of Clippers basketball in the way that we wanted to play. And I think, we got to just carry it over going back home, pretty much. That's all it's about.
Hi, guys. Janie McCauley from Associated Press. How much did Pat's rebounding early really get you guys rolling, and even that charge he took, in the final 2 minutes?
Yeah, for me, I thought it was just the energy that he brought. Gave us second opportunities, more possessions, and it really set the tone early for the way that we wanted this game to go. Energy-wise, I thought it was very important to start the game.
For me, honestly, and for our team in general, it was definitely big because, Pat is one of those guys that gets in there and mixes it up. He is one of those smaller guards who definitely rebounds at a high clip, both offensively and defensively. So with him getting in there and grabbing a whole lot of defensive rebounds, we definitely needed that tonight because we went small a lot on the floor, and we had a lot of guys that definitely matched up with more size over him. But it's just about heart, fight, and will, and that's what we know Pat is going to bring every night. And he definitely brought it tonight, and it was big for us with rebounding the ball.
What do you think, Pat?
I mean, I think you got to give a lot of credit to the bigs. They, they fighting with Bogut and Looney, and they're doing a great job of boxing out. I'm just getting the scraps of it.
Patrick, Tony Harvey, Sacramento Observer. Danilo Gallinari got you guys going in the first half. Could you talk a little bit? What did you guys do, telling him, to keep his head into the game?
No, Gal, Gal is Gal. He's been productive all year. I think last game he went 5 for 20. I mean, that's not like Gal, of course. So we knew he was going to find his rhythm, and fortunately he found it tonight. But, Gal is Gal. He's a tough cover. He can shoot the ball, put it on the ground, handle it, finish at the rim, get to the free throw line. And, he did that tonight, so we were fortunate.
In the back, Ron Krojcik from the San Francisco Chronicle. For any of you, as well as you guys have played tonight, obviously Durant's been very productive the last couple of games, 3 games. What can you do? What have you done? What can you do differently to try to contain him a little bit Friday?
That's a defensive question, bro.
You got to give him a lot of credit, man. He's a tough cover. We got him inside the 3 a lot, those contested 2s. He makes a lot of them, the shots that we want. He's a tough cover, man. You got to give him a lot of credit. He's one of the best players on the planet for a reason. But, we weathered the storm, and we did what we need to do to come up with a win, and that's the most important thing.
Lou, Jason Dumas, Crown Force Sports. You've been doing it your whole career, closing. You've been amongst the leading scorers in the NBA in the fourth quarter. It doesn't seem to matter who teams throw at you. What's your mental like going into a fourth quarter trying to close out a game?
Just focus. I'm blessed to have teammates that believe in me coming down the stretch. They make sure I have the ball in my hands. They have that confidence in me to go out there and make those plays. And, when you have a locker room full of guys that's going to live and die with the decisions that you make in the fourth quarter, it makes your job tremendously easy. So I go out there top of the fourth knowing that it's my time to go. My teammates know it's my time to go. And I go out there and try to do the best that I can to help us get a win.
I think that's cap. Lou, one of the best players in the league, man. I think you asked
me how I felt.
Man, I think you being modest though. I mean, he a killer, man. I done guard the best of him. I see him every day in practice, man. I mean, he's a real killer, man. He goes up with, some of the best scorers in the NBA. And I mean to interrupt you, but I think he should be up there with some of the superstar players in this league because he's doing it day in and day out at at 6'1.5", I believe.
And he don't start.
Yeah, right.
So that's the confidence I was telling you about. I appreciate it.
This is for each of you up in the front. About a year and a half ago, you guys were all traded for Chris Paul, and a lot of people said that was a one-sided trade. Rockets won, then Clippers got scraps.
Cap.
How good does this feel, to show that it wasn't just a one-sided thing, that you guys really are, the Clippers got a haul?
Man, honestly, man, that was at the beginning of the year, man. We in the playoffs,
Yeah,
Cap.
right.
They were real Houston Rockets. Like I was there for a cup of coffee. So
Honestly, man, that was the beginning of the year, man. We don't even pay that no attention. We don't look back at it. We don't sit back and talk about like, wow, we was asking to trade for Chris Paul, man. He is what he is. We are where we are, and that's about playing for our team. It's about playing to keep this series going, and it's just about doing everything we can to get a win, man. Like I said, we don't think about that. That don't have no type of effect on us, and honestly, we don't care.
Lou, Montrez had a tremendous season. What type of killer is he?
Oh yeah, he ain't gonna be shy to tell you neither.
yeah. For me, it's personal with Trez. I developed a relationship with Trez before we were even teammates. And it's just funny how things kind of match up like that. Trez has been in Atlanta for the past 3 or 4 summers working out with me in Atlanta. We met on the whim. And so it's been personal. It's been a great thing just for me to watch how he's grown over the years. And this year he's really became one of the best bigs on our team in the Western Conference, and the work shows. So for me, it's tremendously great.
Doc was saying before the game how Ralph came up to him and said a lot of people were saying congrats, this is going to be your final game. How good does it feel to give Ralph an extra game when people were saying congrats and have a good rest of your life?
Bingo.
Bingo!
Oh me, oh my.
No, it's cool. I mean, it's great for Ralph. It's great for all of us. And Ralph's been around 40 years. So for us to have an opportunity to keep dragging him in the gym and having him around is great.
Lou, Paulo from ESPN Brazil. You get starter minutes. You basically put in starter production. What is it about the 6-man role that makes you so comfortable, makes you more comfortable coming off the bench than being a starter?
Nobody's ever offered me a different role. So, let's clear that up. Everybody asks me, why don't you start? I'm not the coach. And I think Doc is my 8th coach in my career. Nobody has offered me a starting job. So I perfected the one that I had.
Over here, guys. Baxter Holmes with ESPN. How would you compare and contrast the feeling you had, after the huge comeback and the confidence that gave you versus tonight, where you pretty much kind of controlled the game from start to finish and, didn't allow them to go on a big run and take the lead? Does this give you a different kind of confidence?
No, I feel like after we came and won game 2, I feel like the next game at home, it was a bad loss, but this past game 4, we felt like we should have won that. We felt like we lost the game, not that they beat us. But we were fortunate tonight to come out here and get a win, and at the end of the day, that's the most important thing.
I think I would definitely agree with Pat, honestly. But as far as game 2 goes, there's nothing we can really do about that. They kind of took us lightly and made subs and brought in guys early because they thought the game was over. We kept fighting. We came back with a big-time win, but we also went home and we lost 2 straight. So, I don't think that game had anything to really do with a confidence builder. But, it definitely was fun to be a part of. Definitely fun to definitely have that comeback. But like I said, we still went home and we lost 2 in a row. So, really, it was just about coming out here and fighting and doing anything we can to make sure we extended this series to get back home. We wanted to do anything. We didn't want our season to be over because we know how hard we worked and how much time and effort and, everybody in the whole coaching staff and in the whole organization has put into our season. So it's just about coming out here and playing like our style of basketball and just extending the series.